To the black brother that was sitting at the bar not doing nothing and got hurt by those racist cops, my heart goes out to you. But here's the thing: you got to be an eye for an eye. Black families can't be the only ones crying. You know what I'm saying? These cops got to pay for their hate and their actions straight up. So and going to the courts that was created to catch you, black people. Oh no, that's not how we got to do business. We got to present justice differently to these lames, especially when they violate the law. Let's live up to that image that they give us. But let's direct it at the people who are actually harming us. You see what I'm saying? But in terms of racism, white people kind of kill me with that, though, because it's like, if you really look into the history of different cultures popping up out of nowhere, you can kind of conclude where they come from, especially when they come with a lot of hate. I mean, let's look at slavery. White men would great black men and call it bull breaking. But y'all heterosexual, I'm going to suspect all of you now. Then you got white women who hate us, but then they'll bang us in the barn. That's weird. That's a weird mentality. What did the Pope just release? A black God? Okay, so rather that's true or false, let's look at the hate that the white community bestows upon blacks. And then now let's add the religious aspect. Well, whose children are y'all if we're the children of God? Maybe that explains some of the hate, but let's keep going. What about African babies? Immunization shots in Africa that turned the mother's womb into a weapon against the fetus. White people did that. Crack in the 80s. So we were slaves and released. We didn't have government power. So how did guns and dope get in the hood? White people. So it's kind of crazy how white people can drown out rich black cities and then call black people poor. And then look at the conditions that have been bestowed upon us. And then people who are undereducated gonna actually think that it's a fair play going on. That's diabolical work. That is actual diabolical work. When you see all of the gangster evil that they do, and then they act like they so afraid of it, that's psychological manipulation. So black people, if you have a higher intellect, don't buy that, and we have to literally fight fire with fire, bro. What good is being Jesus? It does nothing. And this is not hate speech. As a matter of fact, I feel hated by whites. So I know this video better not get touched. Yeah. So when you can look at history, right? A white person might argue what black people do to blacks, but a black person can argue what white people do to everybody. Silence.